Hey, what up, y'all? What up, what up, what up? I am Lou. My voice kind of. We'll see how long I could go on this stream because it feels like about to lose my voice. Pretty much this week, earlier this week, I came down with something. My throat just got very raspy, very irritated, and then and it happens every once in a while. I think it has to do with my sinus, but when my throat gets very raspy the way it did, ultimately kind of leads to me like getting body aches, chills, things of that nature. And I think a lot of it has to do because my throat gets infected, I guess, or something of that sort. Either way, I went to the doctor's office. They gave me some antibiotics. Started taking it. As soon as I started taking, like the next day, started feeling better. Like my throat wasn't as intense, it wasn't burning. So it's all good. Like I feel good physically. I feel good just now, just my throat. I didn't do my live stream on Tuesday because I was bad. I couldn't even talk. Had some body aches. Today, I'm gonna see how long I can go through it. The more I talk, I kind of feel it in my throat. It's kind of getting. I'm not sure how long we'll be able to make it, but hopefully we can make it through the live stream, somewhat, anyways. So, but again, guys, thanks for joining. I am Blue. Again, it's Friday night. It's drinking with Lou, and I'm still gonna drink by all means. So I got some tequila. I didn't. I don't. I don't have a new bottle to taste. I'm gonna be drinking some tequila that I have, purchased from before. But either way, I'm gonna be drinking. Let me know what you're drinking on the comments as you join. And again, guys, this is the time to join. You want help? There's some issues that you have. You want me to review your code? You want me to help you to debug something? Whatever it is, guys, these live streams, that's the time to jump in, and we could try to solve all of that, man. We really can. So, let's see. Trying to get something set up real quick. All right, I think I'm good. So yeah, I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water though. Um, we'll see. Maybe the tequila helps out on my throat, kind of put it at ease, right? But that's only my only concern with the live stream is I know the more that I talk, the more that it starts to get a bit more irritated, a little bit, right? Which means my throat get more raspy, which ultimately means I cough a little bit more. So I may have to stop it a little bit shorter than what I want. We'll see though. We'll see. I'm gonna try to see. But again, guys, jump on. Let me know what you let me know what I can do to help y'all out. Also, one of the things that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be scheduling some time on my calendar. If you want to see availability, you could click on. I need to put it on my description of the live chat. So let me go ahead and do that right quick. But using the Calendly app, I'm gonna put a link in there. Oh damn it! What the hell? There it goes. I'm gonna put a link in there. If you So again, the live streams are perfect time to jump online, ask questions, be more than happy to review code. Maybe you want to review a certain issue, a certain functionality, a certain feature, something, right? We could easily do that, no problem at all. If you have something that's a little bit more on the private side, or maybe you don't want it to be broadcasted in the live stream, but maybe you want my help. Maybe you need some guidance, some help for me to review your source code or you have this feature that you need help with, or maybe just something very basic like, hey, I need some help with this project, and I'm stuck on a specific section, and maybe you could help me out. Whatever it is, right? It could be something very basic as, hey, I'm new, I'm learning. Can you give me a rundown of some fundamentals? Just kind of walk me through how do I install Python? How do I, get to use it? So on. Whatever it is, I'm gonna put a link. You can look at my schedule. You could book time through the app, whatever's available. I'm allocating right now. For now, it's gonna be 3 hours a week, 30-minute segments. So just pick a bucket, right? Whatever time that fits, that's available, and then we'll jump on a Zoom call, just one on one. During those moments, the only thing I ask, if again, I'm not gonna make people do this, but it's just more of an ask. If you're able, in those cases, donate to my live stream, my channel. That's it. And when I say donate, I'm not talking about hundreds of dollars or 50, 100, whatever. It could be just $1, man. Just anything, just to at least show your appreciation of, me spending my time kind of helping you out as well. That's it, guys. That's it. I'm not asking for a lot. Again, it could be as little as $1. Like that. That's it, right? I mean, it's not the money necessarily. It's more just the token of appreciation, right? But either way, there'll be a link there. You could easily donate whatever you please to donate. Ultimately, going to my channel. The more as my channel grows, the more funding I get from my channel. Those funds are going to get used for other resources for my channel. Over time, they're going to be things that I'm going to be, one of the things that I'm planning on doing in the future is going to be bringing on somebody in the live streams, another programmer, as my channel grows. So really, it'll be 2 developers, and we'll be, in the live stream, we'll be working together on solving some of your problems that y'all have. And same thing with these meetings that we do, where it's like I'm allocating 3 hours a week. If you need help, it'll be both of us jumping into those meetings. Again, 2 heads better than 1, to try to make sure that we can solve your problem that you have. That's ultimately, at the end of the day, just kind of be more transparent. That's the whole purpose for that, right? To support the channel, ultimately could lead to help bring in resources to expand a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to do ultimately, right? But let me go ahead and log in real quick, so I can put that link in the description of this live stream. Let's see. Again, I'm going to try to make it, but we'll see if I can. Let's see for... All right, cool. So just wanted to get this updated. Again, guys, I'm gonna see how long I could go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to go as long, because it's only been a few minutes of me talking and I could feel it already in my throat. But again, guys, that's what we do here. Anybody that's new that just joined in my channel, the tech channel, I'm a developer. I've developed in different programming languages, but the language that I've decided to stick and kind of focus on and make a lot of my videos on is going to be Python. And there's a few reasons for that. A, I like Python. That's number one. Like, I enjoy Python. I like it. It is my first language, not excluding SQL. I actually learned SQL first, but a programming language, that's my first language. Now, I did learn other languages over time, JavaScript, C Sharp, Dart for web, mobile development. There was a few other. I did a little bit of Swift. Again, I have dabbled in other programming languages as well. But Python is the one that I enjoy. I like writing in Python. It's quick. Like, I guess for me, the way I look at Python is I don't look at it from a software engineer kind of mind. I feel like there's a lot of smart guys out there that are way smarter than me, right? That are software engineers. And I feel like when they look at certain things, they're looking at it from a scope of in the technical aspect of it, right? So what I mean by that is they're looking at a problem more so from a sense of, all right, we're going to build this app. Let's say we get 1 billion users hitting concurrent, transactions at a given minute. How can we handle it? If we need to scale up, they're thinking about all these different solutions. Now, I'm not saying that necessarily bad. In certain companies, you need to think that way, like Facebook and Google and Netflix, because you're dealing with these challenges of a lot of volume. But when you look at all the apps that are out there, the majority of the apps do not get those kind of transactions. They just don't, man. Even apps that are making money, apps that could be bringing in 10 million a year, apps that could be bringing in 50 million a year. Again, these apps like Netflix and all these other ones, dude, these are bringing in hundreds, if not billions a month, right? So, but there's a lot of other apps, thousands and thousands of other apps out there that are easily bringing in $5,000 a month, $100,000 a month, 1 million a month, 10 million a month, 20 million a month, 100 million a month. They're bringing in money of that range. I can tell you right now, from a scalability standpoint, they don't need to solve the same kind of problem that somebody at Netflix needs to solve. They don't need to solve some of the problems that a engineer in Google needs to solve. And so for me, the way I look at it is, if I'm going to deploy an app and I want to get out there to the market, my goal is I want to get out there quick. I could care less right now about is this going to scale for 100 million users per minute or none of that. Like, the reason why I say that, because it does not matter. When you're deploying a new app, there's a good chance that nobody's going to go to your app in the beginning. And then once you broadcast your app out there, start marketing or telling people or whoever okay, you may start getting a few hundred a minute, transactions a minute. Maybe you get a few thousand transactions a minute. Then maybe you get a few tens of thousand transactions a minute. And ultimately, maybe depends on how big your app starts to grow. You could have peak times right throughout the day where your app is getting a million transactions a minute, which is that's a good amount for especially like a new app. Now your app is making money. By the time you're getting to that level, what should happen realistically, your app should be generating tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands even, dollars per month. So the way I look at it now, again, I'm looking at it from a business side. I'm not looking at it just from a technical side only. I'm looking at it from a business point of view as well. Where if I'm going to build an app, I'm going to build it quick. I'm going to build it with a language. And again, I'm not saying languages don't matter, but in most cases, in most programming languages, So there's this guy, Steph. So I follow him. He go by Uncle Steph, and I probably need to go ahead and put his link in my description. Check him out on the YouTube channel. You know what? Let's find him real quick. I want to show you who he is. He's somebody that I've been following for some years now, and I like his stuff. I like his stuff a lot. Um, so let me go ahead and switch. So there he goes, Uncle Steph. That's the name. I mean, that's actually his full name, but he goes by Uncle Steph. Has a good amount of followers. I've been following him way back before he even had 100K followers. I think he only had like maybe 30,000 followers when I first started, or less. So I've been following him for a while. Very smart guy, and in my mind, this is somebody who has a background in engineering, like in software development for years, way back in the early 90s. Java back then. But he approached it and he sees things from a business aspect first. And then of course, again, you have a problem you're trying to solve, you use tools to solve those problems. Most of the times these tools that you use, there are special cases where this tool works better. Like for an example, if you're gonna develop a game, I'm not going to use Python. I'm not going to use JavaScript. If you're trying to develop something that's very heavy GPU intense, probably use something like an Unreal Engine, right? I mean, you're going to use something of that. Ultimately, you'll be using probably C# or C++ as your programming language. Again, there are certain aspects of what you're doing that you would use this specific language as its purpose. Makes sense. There are certain things though, like I'm a good example. I'm gonna build a web app, right? And the web app is gonna be something. They just say something basic, right? Just say basic type crude application. It could be like a CRM application, right? You're gonna have forms, take in call information. You could upload documents to the form. You fill out in the form, first name, last name. It's a doctor, their address, their category, their type of profile, whatever, right? You just add all the information. You could upload documents associated to that call, things like that, right? Or just more so a crude application at the end of the day. An application like that, in my mind, is a good example where, in most cases, you can pick whatever language you want and you'll be fine. I don't know if people realize this or not, man. There's applications out there today, right? Today, that are big applications that have millions and millions of hits to their system on an hourly basis. Easily tens of millions of hours, hits per hour that are running on C#, Python. Like they could be C# .NET stack. It could be Python, the Django, or Python Flask, Ruby on Rails, JavaScript, and Node, so it's all JavaScript front end and back end. PHP, of course. I mean, the list goes on. All of these languages that exist today, that are out there today, and they're operating and they're pushing these web apps that are able to handle millions and millions of requests per hour, and it does it with no issue, right? So, and a lot of the reason it has to do is things have changed. Python, at the end of the day, it is a slower language compared to a C#, C++, and so on, right? So there's no debating that if it's slow or not. It is. It's kind of like, it's like saying, all right, it's compared to a car. C#, let's say C# is like a Porsche. And then you have something like an electric car, like a Tesla S series or the Porsche. And that's your C++, which is going to be faster than a Porsche. But Python is your Camaro Super Sport. Okay? Is it going to be able to hang with the Porsche? Nope. It's going to get burned. Porsche is going to leave it. It's going to beat it. But on its own, when you look at a Camaro Super Sport and just drive it, it's a fast car. It's going to be faster than most cars out there in the road. In the road, going to be able to beat trucks or whatever. Again, it's a fast vehicle. At the end of the day, you compare it to the other vehicles, it may not be as fast. When you look at it individually, it's a fast car, which means it's still fast enough to get done. Python the same way. It's the reason why it is used in, data science and like heavy data processing, because it is fast. It's still fast enough and it's quick to develop. So, Uncle Steph. Let me drink some water real quick. I'm trying to see if I can make it, man. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it throughout the whole live stream, but I'm trying. Or at least I'm going to try anyways. So I may need to stop. I may need to just wait until Tuesday. Because what I don't want to do is irritate my throat some more. And right now, yeah, it's getting a little bit more tougher the more that I'm talking and talking. So, guys, let's do this. I'm going to pick up again on Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesdays. My schedule, I need to put it on my About page on YouTube. But my schedule for live streams is going to be Tuesdays and Fridays. I'll put the time there and things of that nature. I'll be on next Tuesday. Any questions that you have, any issues. Again, if you want to meet one-on-one, look for some availability time. The only thing I ask is try to put in the body of your response what it is that you want to discuss or review. At least I'm aware of it in advance. Like if it's more of a training session, like, hey, I'm brand new in Python, I'm trying to learn the fundamentals. At least I know that, hey, I'm working with someone trying to learn from the ground up, and I could at least try to be more prepared or kind of maybe have some things ready for you. If it's more of a, hey, I'm trying to debug my app and I'm stuck, maybe you can help me out. At least I'm coming with that mindset to debug. Or if it's another mindset of, hey, I'm trying to add a new feature and I need some help. Again, at least I'll have a better mindset of what it is that you're trying to do. But that's something that I'm going to start incorporating. We'll see how that goes. Connect to me that way. You could also email me at contact@imd.net. Reach me that way. Again, I try to check my email, but there may be some delays, a day or two before I respond back. So just, just be aware of that. Again, guys, I'm going to try to make it longer. I was trying to make at least an hour if I can, but it seems like the more I'm talking, the more I'm starting to lose my voice. And I don't want to do that either. So I'm going to stop. Hopefully we could be joined again back to normal this upcoming Tuesday in our live stream. All right, guys. Peace.